Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most underrated yet iconic muscle cars of the late 1960s, the 1969 Plymouth Barracuda. A car that lived in the shadow of giants like the Charger, Challenger, and Mustang, but one that carried its own identity, its own aggression, and its own dedicated fanbase. So sit back as we explore its exterior, interior, performance, and what makes this machine such a beloved piece of Mopar history. Exterior. Let's start with the exterior. The 1969 Barracuda belongs to the last year of the car's second generation, and Plymouth made sure it went out with a bang. The body is sleek but muscular, featuring a fastback or notchback design depending on the model. The long, sweeping roofline gives it a flowing silhouette, while the sharp body creases and sculpted fenders capture that late 60s American performance attitude. Up front, the split grille design and inset headlights give the car a wide, predatory look, while the rear end features uniquely shaped tail lamps that make it instantly recognizable, even at night. Whether you chose the coupe or the fastback, the Barracuda always had presence, bold, confident, and ready to pounce. Interior. Moving to the interior, the 1969 Barracuda keeps things simple yet driver-focused. Step inside and you're greeted with classic Mopar styling, wide bucket seats, a deep dish steering wheel, and a clean dashboard layout. The gauge cluster features large, easy-to-read dials positioned directly in front of the driver, giving you all the essential information without clutter. Many models came with wood grain trim accents, adding a subtle touch of luxury. Despite being a compact muscle car, the fastback design offered surprisingly generous cargo space, especially when the rear seats were folded down. The cabin wasn't overly fancy, but it was functional, comfortable, and built for people who wanted to drive, not just ride. Performance. Now let's talk performance, because this is where the Barracuda's personality really shines. Buyers in 1969 had several engine options, starting with the inline-six for economy-focused drivers. But the real excitement came from the V8 lineup. The 318 small block was a great all-rounder, offering strong torque and reliability. The 340 V8, however, was the star of the show. Known for its incredible high-rev performance, the 340 made the lightweight Barracuda genuinely quick and impressively agile. It was a favorite among street racers thanks to its combination of power, balance, and responsiveness. At the top of the list was the legendary 383 big block. With massive torque and serious horsepower, the 383-equipped Barracuda transformed from a sporty compact into a full-blown muscle car. Acceleration was fierce, the exhaust note was deep and thunderous, and the car had enough power to compete with the era's heavy hitters. Coupled with a TorqueFlite automatic or a 4-speed manual transmission, the Barracuda provided a raw, mechanical driving experience that today's cars simply can't replicate. In conclusion, the 1969 Plymouth Barracuda stands as one of the coolest underdog muscle cars ever built. It combined bold styling, a driver-centered interior, and a range of powerful engine choices that made it a true performer on the road. While it may not have achieved the mainstream fame of some of its competitors, the Barracuda earned a loyal following, and today, it's one of the most respected and sought-after Mopars among collectors and enthusiasts. It represents an era where cars were full of character, attitude, and soul. That's why the '69 Barracuda still holds a special place in automotive history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into classic muscle, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more legendary car histories coming your way.